Hey everybody, my name is Boris. I'm the founder of 360 Balance. I want to thank Mo. And so if you can take away anything from me just jabbering on like this, is literally just stick with it, be persistent, make sure you're authentic, don't do it for anybody else.
What's up, my fellow entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs? Mohsin here. Welcome to Flashy Knowledge episode 4. Thank you for tuning in every week. Really appreciate you. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's start off with a highlight for the week. So this week I got to catch up with my good friend Boris Ruhadze. He's a serial entrepreneur, one of my very good friends, and I had an opportunity to ask him to share his journey about entrepreneurship and also what are the top tips he has for entrepreneurs. So let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Boris. I'm the owner of 360 Balance. I want to thank Mohsin for giving me the chance to holler at y'all about the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. I started a couple companies in my career. I'm in health and wellness. 360 Balance is a holistic healing platform for people who want to learn about integrative nutrition, personal training, soul journeying, etc. I feel like all of us are coming into that type of journey little by little, and that's what 360 Balance is about. And you know, it's not always about putting this kind of impression or perception about being an entrepreneur. I feel I'm compelled to start a business because A, I love what it represents myself, and I feel like what I'm talking about, what my business represents, is also what other people are looking for. So you don't have to constantly, this is advice that I've learned from lots of folks, lots of motivational speakers like Tony Robbins, like Gary Vee. But it's really focusing on what inside in your core, what drives you. It's about being authentic, almost like being an authenticist. That word doesn't exist, but yeah, you know, it means being true to yourself. So I started my companies because it's what I love doing, and there's a lot of people out there that also vibrate with that and vibe with it. So the biggest hurdle you might cross is just the no's, the constant just thinking about what's the next step or the journey, like thinking about how many pebbles you got to go through, how many stones you got to throw in the river to create that ripple effect that you want. Don't worry about all that. It's going to come into play. You got to be resilient, stay focused. That's all it is. It's persistence. Every single successful organization, every single successful person, down to the relationships, it's all about persistence. So if you can take away anything from me just jabbering on like this, is literally just stick with it, be persistent, make sure you're authentic. Don't do it for anybody else. Don't do it because your mom and dad are PhDs or they're millionaires that you have to be a millionaire. Don't do it because they're lawyers and you got to be a lawyer. Don't do it because your circle is a bunch of well-to-do entrepreneurs. Do what feels good to you. And more, the universe is going to respond to you because the universe is a feedback system. It's going to respond to exactly what you put out. It's all about an emotional feedback loop. If you put positive emotion behind the things that you love doing, you will see success. And the barometer of success has nothing to do with your outer circle. It has nothing to do with that. If you got Ferraris, $1 million in the bank, that is somebody else's barometer for success. It doesn't matter if you got a Ferrari. But I guarantee you, if you put positive emotion behind the things that you want to do, you will be able to go get that Ferrari. You might not have to buy it, but knowing that, hey, you can go drop $400K on a car just because you can, that's a wonderful feeling. But just be persistent. So if you're interested in reaching out or you want to check out my website, you can follow me on Instagram at 360 Balance. That's THREE 60 Balance. or you can check me out on 360balance.com. Namaste.
All right, so let's kick off the successes for the week. The success for this week is we have reached the final stage to setting up our consultation process. I talked about this a video or two ago about how we're kind of getting things set and ready for taking our clientele shopping and offering our personalized shopping services. So we are actually pretty much in the final phase. Just a couple of legal things to take care of and kind of putting together our roadmap and also some of the legal terms and conditions, and putting a couple things on the website. Other than that, we are pretty much 95% there, so I highly anticipate over the next few days that will be live and running, so very excited about that. So what's my learning opportunity for the week? To be honest, this week was a little bit slow. There was a lot of internal rework that needed to be done. I was doing a lot of admin and HR stuff and a lot of legal stuff. I was down in the weeds taking care of that. So honestly, there wasn't a whole lot being done. But I took this opportunity to learn that every week might just be small wins. It's okay if I didn't launch a new product this week, or something major didn't happen, like I reworked the entire website or I launched a new service or something, and that's okay. We have to start appreciating the small wins because they are a win in itself. And those small wins, as I mentioned, accumulate into your medium wins and then your big wins, and then you have your big mountain movers, right? So I need to take more time to appreciate the small wins, because towards the end of the week, I'm like, man, what did I really get done this week? I didn't really have an opportunity to do anything major, but I got a ton of little things done. To me, the key is, as long as I'm meeting my goals, as long as I am looking at my board and ensuring that the goals I had set for this week I accomplished, that's okay. I don't need to be feeling sad or depressed just because I wasn't able to get big things done this week. I got a ton of small things done, and just learning to appreciate that more, learning to celebrate them. It does make you feel good. It does keep you going, because let's be honest, not every week you're going to be able to accomplish something big. So just having those small wins and being better at understanding that they are leading to a big picture is going to help a lot, especially those of you who are getting out there and are an entrepreneur. You want to start appreciating those small wins. It's something that I haven't been doing for quite some time. I've kind of just been like, oh, that's too small to celebrate. No, you should celebrate everything, because you could have not gotten that done, or you could have ignored it, or it could have just fell through the cracks. But you actually took the time and energy to get those things done. Like I mentioned, as long as you are achieving your goal for the week and you are staying true to that and true to yourself, then go ahead and appreciate those. Don't worry about every week being a blockbuster week. All right, so let's jump to my flashy advice for the week. I'm going to play off what Boris said, which is define your own success. Right? A lot of times we look at other people and we want what they have, and we envy them, and we want the Lamborghinis, and we want the Ferraris and the multi-million-dollar homes, and we compare ourselves to them, and we're like, why can't I just have that? That's what success looks like. That's what success looks like for me. That's not necessarily true. Every one of us has our own definition of success, and that is going to be unique to yourself. And you want to make sure, as an entrepreneur, you are true and honest to yourself about your own goals, and you're setting your own goals. Don't look at other people. Their happiness scales can be totally different. Their wealth scale may be totally different, but you need your own happiness and wealth scale. So to someone else, a Ferrari and a $3 million home and lots of babes is exactly what they want, but to you, maybe it's just having a self-sustaining business. To you, maybe it's just having a little bit extra side money. To you, maybe just living a comfortable life, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Your success is unique to you. It's unique to your personality. It's unique to what you want to achieve in life. So don't let other people's achievements and goals bog you down. Set your own. The one key is, don't set your bar too low. Like, if your goals are just like, I just want to graduate high school, or I just want to graduate college and not do anything else. Okay, how are you really pushing yourself? How are you really challenging yourself as an individual? How are you really taking yourself to the next level? Well, I definitely don't recommend comparing yourself to somebody else's wealth and happiness level. You need to be honest with yourself and realistic with yourself, and saying, letting yourself know that, am I actually developing myself? Are my goals underneath me, or is it something that I need to, achieve to step to, something I need to plan towards, something I need to work towards? So if you're setting your bar so too low and you're not, pushing yourself, then what's really the point of setting those goals in your life? So that's why, it's important to, definitely have your own goals. Don't look at other people's goals and other people's wealth goals and personal goals. Yeah, sure, you can learn from them, but set your own goals, because wealth, happiness, and all that's going to be different for each person. So make sure you're true to yourself. Make sure you are being honest with yourself, and make sure you're setting goals that will indeed take you to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. If you feel value in what I'm doing for you here and sharing my journey and providing you advice, like and subscribe. It would help so much. I would really appreciate it. So until next week, thank you and take care. And actually, I almost forgot. My personal mantra, remember, you got to take action to get action. Okay? Now go out there and conquer. See you next week.